Hi, my name is Josh Renaud, and I am a news designer and developer for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and I'm here to show you our revamped St. Louis Crime Tracker. This is the front page of the Crime Tracker, and if you looked at it in the past, you may notice that instead of showing St. Louis City, we now have a whole new look. A lot of readers have asked us over the last 2 years when we would add St. Louis County, and the answer is now. You can now click these two links, and these will take you to either the city page or to the county page. And we also have a chart at the bottom which kind of shows the trends happening across the region. So this combines the violent crime and the property crime totals for both the city and the county for like about 12 or 13 years. At the top of the app, got some quick links that'll help you get to either a neighborhood page in the city or to a police department or a municipality in St. Louis County. There's also a nearby button, and when you click this button, it'll take you to whatever place you happen to be in. So if you're in the city or the county, it will take you to that report page. So for example, I'm here at the Post-Dispatch in downtown, and so clicking nearby brought me right to the downtown report page. So before we dive into that, let's just look at the city page. Some of you may be familiar with this. This page shows a map of St. Louis City and all its neighborhoods, and they're colored by the change in total crime from the most recent 6 months compared with that same period a year ago. We have a different map, we call it the per capita map, where we look at crime stats and we compare them to the population. And so this is it's called per capita, and you can switch between those two. You can also change what type of crime the map shows. So instead of total crime, you could just look at property crime or just violent crime and see those trends. So this is St. Louis City. You'll notice that some of the neighborhoods are grayed out. In the city, this is almost entirely parks and cemeteries, and then one or two neighborhoods that have very few people. We leave those out of the map because there are so few people living there that their statistics are kind of misleading. So let's hop over to St. Louis County, since that's the new part of the app, and show you what's happening there. The front page for the county is very similar to the city. The main difference is that there are more reasons that a police department might be omitted. Now in St. Louis City, there's just one police department for the whole city. In the county, we're dealing with 50 different police departments and jurisdictions. Some of them are kind of slow to submit their crime stats. And so if there are a few that are lagging behind the rest of the county, we will gray out their statistics, since obviously it would be misleading to make a comparison when there's data missing. Another reason that a muni might be grayed out is that they have failed altogether to submit data, which is the case with Berkeley. Another reason is like the airport and UMSL and Wash U, they're kind of like the parks and the cemetery in the city where very few people live within their boundaries, and so we don't show crime statistics for those low population areas. And then finally, the county has had a lot of changes in patrol contracts. So cities might decide to have a different police department patrol them. And when those changes happen, it affects the crime data and the statistics. And again, it might make comparisons misleading. So when there are patrol changes, we also gray out a neighborhood. So let's look at North County. This is County Precinct 1. This is a precinct of the St. Louis County Police. And on their report page, you can see that there's an incident map, just like in the city. And you can zoom into this map and see what crime incidents took place in the previous month. And there's also two charts farther down the page. One is a total crime chart, where you can see month by month what crimes happened. And then a comparison chart, where you can compare the 6-month period a year ago with the most recent same period. And by hovering over these little bars, you can see a breakdown of the different types of crimes, like larceny or homicide. Now, the County Precinct 1 is an example of a place where there's been a change in patrolling. The county police patrol Blackjack, and also the unincorporated part of North County. That's what makes up County Precinct 1. It also used to include Dellwood. Dellwood had a contract with County Police, but Dellwood recently changed. They are now policed by the North County Police Cooperative. And so that change kind of skews these statistics. So any department that has a patrol change like this, we always note that really prominently to make it clear that the statistics might be a little skewed or misleading. Let's look at a different example. We'll look at Berkeley now. Berkeley is an example of a department that has missing data. So for example, as I record this, we still don't have their July crime reports. You'll notice that this bar down here is empty. We're also missing some data from 2016. So these bars are empty. And those months of missing data make these comparison charts misleading. So again, we put a really prominent note here to let you know that something is wrong there. You'll also notice Berkeley does not have an incident map. Unfortunately, this is true of many police departments throughout the county. We can show incident maps for all of the St. Louis County police precincts and then a few other municipalities that have contracts with them. But on any page where we can't show you a map, we put this notice, and we hope that readers will get in touch with us if they want to see a map, maybe for the place that you live. Please get in touch with us and let us know that you missed the map and you want to see it, and we're going to do our best to add more of those over time. I also want to point out that on every page we've got a link here to subscribe. And if you enjoy the Crime Tracker, I hope that you will subscribe, because it's your support, your subscription, that helps us to do special projects like this. So that's our new St. Louis Crime Tracker. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. You can use this link, or you can use the link that you see in the video.